What's going on, guys? Emmanuel Jones here. We back at it with another NFL weekly prediction. At this time, we'll be doing our Week 15 predictions. Last week, I went 8-7, which I did. Yeah, I must have did pretty good. And then I went 122-71. And then, yeah. Well, anyway, I chose the Raiders to win 20-16, and they won 63-21, which that was huge for them. So yeah. So before I give you my rest of my week 15 predictions for this week. Don't forget to put your thumbs up to like the video, subscribe to my channel for more options, and don't forget to comment down your opinion below to see who you think is going to win week 15. So let's get started. All right, so we got the Saturday games. We got the Minnesota Vikings playing against the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals are favored by -3. So basically though, this game can definitely go either way because both backup quarterbacks are playing against each other. Now, here's what I like to say. Now, I kind of have a feeling that that Jake Browning is probably going to come down to earth a little bit. Now I understand he played well against the Jaguars and the Colts, but I feel like this is kind of a tougher test for Jake Browning because he's facing against Brian Flores, who know he loves to blitz at all times and like to make life difficult on Jake Browning. But I think it's going to be a lot of blitzing from Minnesota, and all of a sudden, the personnel for in their scheme is there. And then you got the offense as of lately has been struggling to get something going. So basically, though, I don't think the Vikings are going to be able to. I don't know the Vikings are going to be able to move the ball effectively. But here's the thing. I kind of really feel like when I look at the Bengals, the defense, has been like really good as of lately because we know they score like over 30 points in this game, and the reason why they score over 30 points in the game is because the offense is very consistent. Defensively, they kind of really found their way, and Big Lou is starting to get his guys playing on defense. So basically, Josh Dobbs is not playing this game, so it's going to be Nick Mullins. Now, the Vikings kind of bench Josh Dobbs versus the Raiders game because he didn't really play as good because he only had 63 passing yards like the whole time, and all of a sudden like that. And he's been very conservative as of late. Like he has not been playing well as lately, especially their offense because their offense has been atrocious. And all of a sudden their defense is playing a lot better because Minnesota's having trouble scoring points. And Cincinnati hasn't lately. So yeah. So with that being said, Nick Mullins is playing in this game because I don't know if he's gonna be a factor because Nick Mullins, has not been playing, has not been really good for over the past couple years. So yeah. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and just take the Bengals to win this game because I think the Bengals, they're at home. I just think they're the more complete team and they have the better coaching staff. I mean, if Joe Cincinnati, I just kind of feel like their offense is gonna have some good moments in this game, like last couple of weeks. I just like how the way the Bengals are just playing right now as of lately, especially they're playing good on offense and they're playing good on defense as well. So basically, I think Jamar Chase and Higgins and Boyd, those guys are probably going to be tough to cover. And I think that the Bengals, they're going to do a good job running the ball because we know Cincinnati can't run. And Minnesota, at most of the times, cannot run the footballs. And Cincinnati has been bad against the run. So I think maybe their run defense steps up. And then they've been bad against the passes lately. I think they'll do a good job, stopping the passing game due to the fact that Nick Mullins is not really good. So as I look at it this way, I'm going to say the Bengals, I'm going to take Cincinnati both ways. I'm going to take them to win and cover because of how the way they've been playing right now. So I think it's probably going to be a little bit of a low scoring game, like 19-16, something like that. Or maybe like 23-16. So So yeah, I think it's gonna be much closer, but I lean towards Cincinnati both ways. I take them to win and cover. Next game we have the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Indianapolis Colts. Indy is favored by 1.5. Obviously, I call it a trap game for some reason because most people are kind of leaning towards the Colts because the Steelers offense is bad, and all of a sudden the Colts offense has really proven to people that they can really score some points. And Indianapolis has proven to me that they can be competitive in some of these games, and they can move the ball on anybody though. Now they wasn't able to do much against the Bengals. Now the only reason why that they only had 14 points against the Bengals because their defense was giving up big plays, and all of a sudden the offense was definitely not doing anything. So they were completely shut down this game. Now I think Gardner Minshew, I think he's gonna make some throws in this game, and I think Colts, especially without Jonathan Taylor, they've been running the ball really good. So I think they can do that really good, especially they're getting Zach Moss involved, and then the receivers are getting a lot of players involved, like Josh Downs, like Michael Pittman has been really good, and Josh Downs has been really good as of lately. He hasn't had drops, so he's stepping up. So he could definitely be that good number two wide receiver. And then you got Alec Pierce, who's really good. So they got a lot of receiving options that they're using more in the passing game. And then the offensive line is playing better. The defense is starting to play better, but it's not great. Because we know the Colts are not good against the run, and the Patriots are. And the Steelers, did not really look good against the Patriots. They just made Bailey Zappi look really good. And all of a sudden, the defense kind of played really good against Mr. Trubisky. And since Mr. Trubisky has been very terrible, I don't really know if he's going to do well against the Colts defense because sometimes Mr. Trubisky, he turns the ball over a little bit too much and the offense just literally gets beat up and all of a sudden the offensive line just can't block. That's what I'm concerned about the Steelers, that their O-line cannot block. And then, Mr. Trubisky just turns the ball over too much. So, yeah, that's what I'm worried about. But at the end of the day, I know it's in Indianapolis, and Indianapolis feels like they're a different team at home. But I'm probably going to lean towards the Steelers to win. I'm going to back Mike Tomlin because I think the Steelers, can do enough here to at least they can do enough here to at least run the ball a little bit more because we know the Colts are not good against the run. Because their run defense has been a problem this year. So I think the Steelers can do a good job running the ball because they've been running the ball really well as of lately. And I don't really know they're going to be able to throw the ball because basically their passing game has been a little bit inconsistent on offense. I think they're probably going to get George Pickens, Deontay Johnson involved. Pat Fairmouth, they're probably going to get him involved because I think a couple weeks ago he had a 100-yard game. And then Allen Robinson has been a little bit inconsistent as of lately. So, yeah. So basically, I'm going to lean towards the Steelers to win. I'll take them with the points as well. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. Because basically, though, the Steelers against the Patriots, though, they kind of really kept it close, though, at the end of the fourth quarter. But the reason why, they came up a little bit short is because, the reason why they kind of spoiled that comeback against the Patriots is because the offense couldn't really do much in the game, and then the defense, because the offense, because Mr. Trubisky kind of choked in that game. So yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if the Colts won, but I have a feeling that the Steelers are going to win because I know both these two teams are like 7-6 and they're all fighting for a playoff spot because we know both these two teams still have a chance to make the playoffs. So yeah, but at the end of the day, I'm just picking the Steelers to win because. So I think the Steelers, I don't know if they can score 20s, but I could say 2016, 2013, 16-13, 17-13, something like that. So yeah, so I'm probably gonna take the Steelers to win this game. I'll take them plus 1.5. Next game we have the Denver Broncos versus the Detroit Lions. Lions are favored at 5.5. Obviously, this game right here can go either way. Now, some people are kind of really picking the Broncos to win because of their defense, because of them forcing turnovers and all that. And Russell Wilson is starting to look like himself right now. Offense is playing better. I mean, I respect Denver and all of a sudden because I thought Denver's offense has really played really good over the past couple of weeks. But I kind of really feel like that the Lions should be able to win this game because they're at home in this game. Jared Goff should be more comfortable at home because, like I said, he's not good outdoors. And all of a sudden, Jared Goff has been very inconsistent because he's been turning the ball over a lot. And the Lions are sometimes making horrible decisions. They're going for it on fourth down. And all of a sudden, last week they're like 1 for 5 on fourth down, and then all of a sudden they're 14 for 32 on fourth down this year. So basically, they have not been really good on fourth down. And I felt the Lions, if they really want to start fast, they need to at least like get a lead early. Like if they really want to win this game, they have to start fast and get a lead early. It's like the same thing like they did against the Saints. The only reason why they had a lead early because they was able to start fast, the offense start clicking, and all of a sudden like that the defense starts to like do its job. But Lions defense didn't play as good last week against the Bears. They made Justin Fields look like horrendous Michael Vick. I think the Lions defense got to step up in this game, and they should though. Because I know Denver, that's going to be a tough test for Denver, especially Russell Wilson sometimes is not good outdoors, but he's proven to me that he's been good outdoors. So I think Russell Wilson, he can do enough to at least like manage the game, and he can definitely make the Lions defense look terrible. The Broncos defense can definitely do the same thing too. They can make the Lions offense look terrible because Denver's been at least forcing a lot of turnovers as of lately because their defense has been really stepping up, and I feel like Vance Joseph has really been good, has been really done a fantastic job with his defense. Now I wonder if he can do a good job against the Lions offense because the question is, I think Jared Goff, I think what the Lions like to do, they like to get the ball out quick. Now the question is that can they get the ball out quick? Can they make some plays? That's the question. I don't know. I think the Lions, find a way to move the ball in this game. As long as Jared Goff doesn't turn over, I think the Lions should win this game. So basically, I'm taking the Lions to win this game because they're at home. They're a more complete team. And I think Jared Goff could be better quarterback than Russ. And then they're at home. I think they have a better offense. And I don't know if Denver's going to be able to keep up because that's a high-powered offense. So, in the Lions. So, I don't know if Denver is going to be able to cover Amon-Ra St. Brown and Sam Laporta. Sam Laporta has been very uncoverable and all that. So, yeah. I mean, they got a lot of young guys stepping up. So, yeah. So, basically, though, I'm going to say the Lions win like maybe 2013 or like 23-20. I think they keep it closer. I'm going to take Denver with the points, but I'm taking the Lions to win this game because they're at home. Because they need to win this game if they want to win the division. So, yeah, I mean, I understand that Denver's playing really well on both sides of the ball, but at the end of the day, I'm just picking the Lions because they're at home and they're the better team and they need this win if they want to clinch that division. Next game, we have the Chicago Bears versus the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland's favored by -3. Obviously, this game right here can a little bit go either way. Now, the past couple of weeks, the Bears have been playing really well so far, especially on offense and on defense. And I feel like Matt Eberflus has really like put together a good game plan. And I feel like he kind of has something to work with to get his scheme working. And all of a sudden, the defense. I mean, since Montez Sweat has come to the lineup, the defense has been playing really good, and their secondary is playing sticky coverage. And Jalen Johnson could be the best corner. He could be a top 3 corner in the league. I mean, I like how the way the Bears on defense are playing. So they could definitely give the Browns offense issues as well. But Joe Flacco played really good against Jacksonville last week. He was able to make some big throws. he was able to get the ball out quick, and they was able to at least shred a Jags defense. But I think the Bears offense need a real test in this game. So I think the Browns defense can definitely give the Bears offense issues because, the Browns, the concern is about the Browns that their injuries on defense, and I don't even know how they're going to be able to at least stop the Bears on offense. I think they can though, because I think with this defense, I think they can make some. I think they can find a way to give the Bears issues. They can at least force Justin Fields into mistakes and force him to beat you, because the Browns defense have been really good at home as of lately. So I feel like that, Myles Garrett could be a problem. The secondary could be a problem. I think they can do enough to at least cover DJ Moore, Cole Komet, these guys. I think I think they can match up with the Bears really good on paper. So yeah. So obviously, I think Jim Schwartz is gonna make it difficult, and his defense is gonna make life difficult on Justin Fields. So basically, though, I'm gonna take the Browns to win because they're at home, and all of a sudden, they're a more complete team, the better coaching staff. So yeah, but I might take the Bears with the points. I'm not for sure, but you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and just do it. I like the Bears with the points here. I think they can keep it close. I don't know, but I'm probably gonna go ahead and just take the Bears both ways. I mean, actually, the Browns both ways. I'll take the Browns to win and cover. So I would say 24-17, something like that. So yeah. So I mean, the Bears, we understand that they're still alive, but I feel like the Bears are going to drop this game. And I think, the Bears, Browns seem like they have a little more chance to make the playoffs. And, the Bears, they could be playing for next year. So, because I don't think they're going to be a playoff team this year. I mean, I understand how good their defense and offense is playing, but I feel like the Bears are not going to, I feel like the Bears are going to miss the playoffs, though. I feel like they're probably not going to be able to make it, though. So yeah, I take the Browns both ways. I think the Browns to win and cover. Next game we have the Kansas City Chiefs versus the New England Patriots. Chiefs are favored by -8. Um, as you all notice, I'm taking the Chiefs to win this game. Now I understand the Patriots, are coming off a 10-game rest, a Thursday night game against the Steelers. Now I know Bailey Zappi, he played really good against the Steelers defense, and they was able to put some points on the board, and they was able to get their offense going in that game. Now against the Chiefs, now the Chiefs offense, is definitely has been struggling as of lately. And we know they could have won against the Bills though. They only lost because of the penalty, because of the penalties. It's because of that penalty though on the offsides of Kadarius Toney. So I think the Chiefs on offense, they're probably gonna have success, and I know this team, is having trouble scoring some points on the board. I think the Chiefs offense is gonna do it in this game. They got to get more players involved on offense. Kadarius Toney and Valdez Scanlon needs to be more involved. I like to see Sky Moore get involved. Now Justin Watson and Rashee Rice has been really good as of lately. I don't know if those are going to be Mahomes' go-to guys at wide receiver. Maybe it could be for the future. Who knows? Those guys are stepping up. And then the defense up to lately has been playing really good, and they've been staying in games, but it has been struggling as of lately. So, yeah. Because I think when I look at, the Chiefs defense, I think they could definitely give Bailey Zappi some issues, though. Because sometimes he's not good against good defenses. And I think they're going to make him look terrible. And I don't think the Patriots offense is all that good as well, too. But I think this is a game where I think Bailey Zappi is going to come down to earth. Yes, the Patriots defense is good against the run. I think they're going to make life difficult on the Chiefs. Because Bill Belichick has been really good against the Chiefs as of lately. But this is a different Chiefs team he's playing against, because the Chiefs have a really good defense, and the Chiefs defense could be better than the Patriots. Now, I understand the Patriots defense good against the run, but they haven't been good against the pass almost all year. So I think Mahomes is gonna buy time in the pocket. He's gonna make some big time throws. I mean, if the Chiefs blow them out, I wouldn't be shocked. But I think if they get up early and get a lead and start fast, I think they can definitely blow them out. So yeah. So I don't really like how the way their offense is playing because this team is having trouble scoring like 24 points. So basically, I'm gonna take the Chiefs to win, but I'm gonna take the Patriots with the points because I think the Patriots defense can definitely give Mahomes a tough time. So yeah, I'm gonna say the Chiefs win like by 7, like 20-13, something like that. So yeah. So give me the Patriots with the points, but give me the Chiefs to get back on track to win because I know they're frustrated and angry by after losing 2 straight games. So yeah. Next game we have the Atlanta Falcons versus the Carolina Panthers. Atlanta's favored by 3 in this game. Obviously, giving the Falcons to win this game because the Falcons have the better coaching staff. They're the more complete team, and so far, I think they have the better quarterback. I mean, Desmond Ritter has been a better quarterback than Bryce Young this year. Like he has been. I mean, the Panthers. I mean, they stink. I mean, offensively, they cannot score some points. And defensively, you can say they're about okay, but they're not great because they're not good. They haven't been good against the run and the pass all year. And I think that that with J.C. Horn coming back can probably help. But I think Desmond Ritter in the Falcons offense is gonna like have some good moments though. I think, in that last matchup though, the Falcons, Desmond Ritter kind of played really well in that game. In that last matchup though. So I think he can do the same thing. And I don't think the Panthers, they're not going to be able to keep up though because they have a bad offense and this team cannot score 20 points. And I expect the Falcons defense to step up in this game. And I think with their defense, with their pass rush, I think they can make life difficult on Bryce Young and give the Panthers offense issues as well. And then the secondary, I think they could definitely be sticky against an overwhelming receiving core. So yeah, I think the Falcons win, but give me them to cover as well. I say 27 to like 6 or 27 to 9 or 27-13, something like that. So yeah. So that's gonna be my lock of the week as well. So give me the Falcons to win and the Falcons to cover. Next game we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Green Bay Packers. The Packers are favored by 3.5. Obviously, Packers are kind of really dealing with some injuries though, because we don't know if Watson's gonna play. We don't know if Aaron Jones is gonna play. I mean, no, they're banged up with some injuries, and Jair's hurt, and he hasn't been playing much this year. So, so I feel like if Jair does not play, I feel like this can be. I feel like Mike Evans can definitely have a big game here because Mike Evans, because nobody can cover Mike Evans. So yeah, but I think that the Packers, if Watson doesn't play, I still think they'll win. But I'll take the Bucks. But I think the Bucks will cover. But if he plays, but I think the Bucks think the Packers can cover. Because literally last week, the Packers been playing really well as of lately, but the defense kind of lost in that game against the Giants. Though they made Tommy DeVito look good. But I think this game is gonna be low scoring as last time. So yeah, because the Packers, kind of really played well against the Bucks last year. It was a low scoring game, but I like how the way their defense can match up well with the Bucks because the Bucks cannot really run the ball as good, and I think the Packers, they've been bad against the run as of lately, so I think Tampa Bay can run the ball on them, but I don't really know. So yeah, and then all of a sudden, I think the defense can do his job as well. Giving Baker Mayfield issues. And the Bucks can do the same thing too. I think because Todd Bowles sometimes likes to blitz, and he's good against these young quarterbacks as well. He could definitely make life difficult on Jordan Love because the Bucks got good corners, good safeties that can really match up against the Packers' young receiving core. But I feel like Jordan Love is gonna come through with the win here. I mean, this game was in Tampa Bay. I could definitely see Tampa Bay pulling off the upset, but I think Green Bay at home. should win because they're a more complete team. They have the better coaching staff, and especially they're at home as well, which that's a different environment to see. So yeah, so I'm gonna take the Packers to win, but I'm gonna take the Bucks to cover that 3.5. I think they keep it close in this game. I'm gonna say Packers win like 20-17, something like that. I'm saying Green Bay's probably gonna win by a field goal. So yeah. So give me the Bucks plus. Give me the Bucks with the points, but give me the Packers to win the game. Next game, you have the Houston Texans versus the Tennessee Titans. The Titans is favored by 3.5. Obviously, this game can go either way. But I feel like, if Stroud plays, I could definitely roll the Texans. But if he doesn't, I might roll the Titans here. But I now just found out that, that Slay is not playing. I mean, that Stroud's not going to, that he's doubtful to play. So which means that he could be out. So that means I might roll the Titans here because I feel like the Titans, can win because they're more stable with the core position. I feel like the Texans offense could definitely have some difficulties moving the ball. And especially the Titans, have been really good at home as a little bit lately. And Will Levis, he's playing really good as well. He's making some throws. Because, he played really well against the Dolphins. So he's like making some plays down the field. Defense is playing excellent. And then offensively, they're starting to get going. D-Hop's been playing good. Derrick Henry and their rushing attack is starting to play better. I just like how the way the Titans are playing on offense as of lately. And they're starting to put points up on the board. So, yeah. So, basically, though, I could definitely see the Texans winning with Davis Mills. Now, I understand that last year, Davis Mills has been having some good games lately where he's making some big-time throws. I feel like he can do that in this game. And I think they can definitely keep this game close, though. Because last year, the Texans beat them in Tennessee. But the game was kind of ugly in that game. So, yeah. So, I like the Texans to keep it close here because I think, their defense can keep it close in this game. Their offense can. But, last week, they couldn't really beat the Jets last week because, the Jets, the Jets defense was giving the Texans offense a lot of issues. And then, the Texans defense looked it pretty bad against Zach Wilson. So, basically, I expect them to keep it close in this game. I'm going to say Tennessee wins 24 to 20, something like that. But I'm going to take them to cover as well. So give me the Titans to win and give me the Titans to cover. And I hope that can keep their playoff hopes alive. All right, next game, we have the New York Jets versus the Miami Dolphins. Miami's favorite at mine is 8.5. Now, last week, the Jets, really played really well against the Colts. Now, the only reason why that, the Jets, won the game last week because, Zach Wilson would make some big-time throws. He shredded the Texans defense. The Jets defense was really get after C.J. Stroud and all that. So, yeah, I think the offense can definitely keep it competitive in this game. I think the defense can as well. I like the Jets to stay in this game, though. And Miami Dolphins, they kind of really played really good against the Titans as of lately. But, at the end, they didn't win the game because Tua kind of choked in that game. So that's why. The concern is the Dolphins is the injuries. Now, Tyreek Hill is hurt. Connor Williams is hurt. He's out for the year, which has a huge loss. Robert Hunt's injured. Teron Armstead is hurt. So their offensive line is totally injured, though. But here's the thing. Well, what the Dolphins like to do. They like to get the ball out quick. And Tua's doing that, though. And guys are getting open down the field. Like Tyreek Hill has been consistent. Now, Jalen Waddle has been consistent, too. So their offense has been very explosive this year. So, yeah. So I felt the Dolphins, can find. I don't know if they're gonna be able to move the ball effectively though, because the Jets like to play really good man coverage. I feel like Sauce Gardner, DJ Reed, those guys could be tough to cover in the secondary. I think that they can do a good job against Tyreek Hill. So I think that that the Dolphins can do a good job. Like I think they could do a good job. Like I think the Dolphins, find a way to win this game because they need to win this game at home. They want to clinch the division. So this is a must win for Miami to win this game. But I'll take the Jets with the points though, because I feel like Miami, if they want to clinch the division, they need to win this game. But if they don't win this game, they don't clinch the division. So I have a feeling that Miami should win this game at home. But I'm probably gonna take the Jets with the points though. I'm gonna say like 24-16, something like that, like 24-17. So yeah, give me the Dolphins to win this game, especially they're the better team, better quarterback, better coaching staff. They're at home, and give me the Jets to cover. Cause So yeah, but I heard some people, predicting the Jets can pull off an upset because of that good performance that Zach Wilson had last week. But I think Zach Wilson gonna come down to earth, and I feel like he's gonna struggle in the environment. And Miami's pretty good at home, and they're a different team at home, where Zach Wilson, where sometimes they just beat up on bad teams, and so yeah, I mean last time when these two teams played, I mean the Jets kind of played really good in this game until Tim Boyle came down to earth and played bad. And so yeah, I think the Jets keep it close in this game. I like the Jets to cover, but the Dolphins to win the game. Next game at the New York Giants versus New Orleans Saints. Saints is favored by 5.5. Obviously, this game right here can definitely go either way. Now, some people might be picking the Giants to pull off the upset because Tommy DeVito has been playing really good as of lately because we know he's been a really good running quarterback this year, and the Saints, are not good against running quarterbacks. So yeah, so basically though, that kind of minds me that I might lean towards the Giants to win because we know their offense is playing really good because Jalen Hyatt, Robinson, Slayton, these guys are stepping up, and especially they're getting the run game going with Saquon. And the Saints have been not really good against the runs lately, and they have not been good against the pass. So I feel like the Saints, defense, yeah. So I feel like what Wink Martindale likes to do, he likes to blitz, and I feel like the Saints can struggle with it, and they can definitely frustrate Derek Carr in that whole offense, and I can see that happening. But I think the game's in New York, so I mean the game's not in New York, it's in New Orleans. So I'll take the Giants with the points, but I'm taking the Saints to win this game straight up because I feel like they need to win this game if they want to keep their playoff hopes alive. So I'm going to take the Saints to win because the Saints are at home. They have the better quarterback. And I just kind of really feel like Dayball. I just kind of really feel like the Saints offense is going to have some good moments in this game a little bit. And I feel like it's going to be low scoring. Because we know the Saints are putting some points up on the board. That's what I love. But I feel like it's going to be low scoring. I feel like it's going to be a defensive game. Because the Saints defense has been playing really good as of lately. Because we know they allowed only 6 points to the Panthers last week. So, yeah. So, I'm going to say maybe 17-16, something like that. 17-10, something like that. I'm going to say maybe a low scoring game. So, I'm going to take the Giants with the points, but I'll take the Saints to win the game. All right, next game we have the Washington Commanders versus the LA Rams. The Rams are favored by 6.5. Obviously, I like the Rams to win this game because they're at home, and we know Washington's not good against West Coast teams, and LA's kind of a weird spot to play at, and I feel like this stadium is going to be lit up. And also, I just kind of really feel like that, the Rams offense is going to be too much for Washington's defense to handle because Washington's defense is not as good. Because, Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua, those guys are going to be tough to cover in this game. So they're going to go off in this game. Matthew Stafford is going to have a big game. Because how the way they're playing on offense, they're going to have a big game, though. Especially they're starting to run the ball better and offensive line's getting better. Now, I thought last week the offense played a lot better against the Ravens last week, but they kind of choked because the Ravens went for a touchdown. So yeah, so I expect the Rams offense to win this game, and our way their defense is playing really good right now. So I expect the defense to have a good game here against Sam Howell. Because we know Sam Howell before the bye, he didn't look as good against the Dolphins, and I feel like he's gonna struggle against his Rams offense. So yeah, but I think they could definitely keep it close to me as long as Sam Howell does not turn over as much, as long as he played good, and long the Washington Dolphins can move the ball. I think they can keep it close in this game. But the one thing you gotta deal with is Aaron Donald, because Aaron Donald's been a monster. So yeah, so I like the Rams to win this game at home because they have the better quarterback, the better coaching staff. They're the more complete team. And I feel like they have a chance to make the playoffs though right now. And Washington's looking like, they could be done because they could be out of the playoffs. So yeah, I like the Rams to win this game here, but I'll just take them to cover as well. I'm gonna say like maybe 27-20 or maybe like 27-16, something like that. Or else I'll probably take the Rams to at least win by like 30 plus points because the Rams guys have a high powered offense. I might take them to win like 34-27, 34-13. So yeah. So give me the Rams to win and to cover. Next game we have the San Francisco 49ers versus Arizona Cardinals. San Fran's favored by 12. Now I know this is a big spread right there. Obviously, this game right here can definitely go either way as well. Obviously, I got the 49ers. I got the Niners to win this game because, the Niners, they're the better team, better quarterback, better coaching staff. And all of a sudden, the Cardinals before the bye kind of really played well against the Steelers because, their offense, they would move the ball defensively. They were making some plays to confuse Pickett and all that. I feel like they could definitely make life difficult on Brock Purdy. But I don't really know because the Niners offense is really good. Because I don't think the Cardinals are gonna be able to keep up with this Niners offense, especially out of the way they're playing. So basically, though, I think the Niners are gonna they're gonna score some points in this game. So yeah. So basically, though, I think the Niners win this game easily. I say they're gonna at least win by 20 plus points. I'm gonna say at least like 34-17 or like 38-17, 38-10, 38-13, something like that. So basically, I like the Niners to win big in this game, and I'm probably gonna take them to cover that big spread because I don't think the Cardinals are gonna be able to move the ball against that Niners defense. Because especially the Cardinals last week, last time when they played, they gave 30 plus points. They gave up 35 points. So yeah. So I like the Niners to win, and I like the Niners to cover that big spread. Next game, we have the Dallas Cowboys versus the Buffalo Bills. The Bills are favored by 2.5. Obviously, this game can go either way. Now, most people could definitely be picking the Cowboys to win because how the way they've been playing. Especially, they're hot right now, and especially on offense, they've been playing really well, and Dak Prescott's not turning the ball over. Dak could definitely be MVP if he wins if Dallas beats the Bills. So yeah, especially the defense is balling out as well. Like this defense is playing like a top 10 unit right now. They're playing like a top 5, top 3 unit right now. And DeRon Bland has been really good as of lately. He could definitely look to be a top 5 corner in the league in years to come because he's leaving in the league in interceptions. So yeah, I like how the way the defense is playing. They can definitely make life difficult on the Bills. Now, here's the thing. I feel like if Dallas, can definitely match up well with Buffalo really good on defense. Now, here's the thing. Like, say if, you double team Diggs and probably force the Bills to throw the ball to other people. That's what I'll say. That's how Dallas can definitely win this game, but I don't really know. But I think for, almost most of the game, or, some of the game, maybe they double team Diggs and force the Bills to throw the ball to other people. That's how I see it. But I don't know if it's gonna really happen in this game because sometimes Dallas, sometimes Dallas defense stinks. Is bad against running quarterbacks. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad against running quarterbacks. And I feel like the Bills could definitely be tested on offense and on defense. But I feel like Dallas defense needs to be tested a little bit because they're playing against Josh Allen, who's the best rushing quarterback. So basically, though, I'm gonna back Josh Allen and the Bills to win this game because they're at home, and I feel like they need to win this game if they really want to like get in the playoff picture. Now, here's the thing: I feel like if the Bills, if they can win out and the Dolphins lose out a little, I feel like the Bills could definitely have a chance to clinch their division. So yeah, that's how I really see it. So I mean, I like how the way the Bills are playing on offense right now, and especially on defense right now. They're playing really good. I feel like they're gonna make life difficult on Dak Prescott. So yeah, and I like how the way their secondary is playing. I think they can definitely do a good job, like playing man coverage and play sticky coverage against Dallas receivers. But I feel like here's the thing the Bills gotta do. If they want to win this game, on they have to at least like find a way to at least like double team CeeDee Lamb. So yeah, I say maybe the Bills like double team CeeDee Lamb and Bradley force Dallas to throw the ball to other people. That's how I say. So that's why I like to say, if you double CeeDee Lamb, I think there's a chance Buffalo can win this game. Because I feel like Dallas could easily win their matchups on the outside, and I feel like Buffalo on the other end on offense can win their matchup against Dallas against the Cowboys corners. Now, but sadly, it's not going to be Diggs versus Diggs playing against each other. We know that Stephon Diggs' brother is out for the year due to a torn ACL, so we're not going to be able to see it this year. So yeah, so basically though, I like the Bills to win this game because they're coaching really good. And I understand that Dak Prescott's playing a lot better than Josh Allen. And we know Josh Allen had turnover issues. But I think the Bills, the only way they can win this game is that their defense can at least like contain Dak Prescott and probably like not turn the ball over. That's all they can do. So I think the Bills should win this game, but I'm going to take Dallas with the points here. I think Dallas finds a way to cover this game to keep it close and competitive. I'm going to say the Bills win like 27-24. I say like a 3-point game. But if it was a high scoring game, I wouldn't be shocked. So yeah, but I feel like the only way the Bills can get up early and win this game, like if they can start fast, get up early, they can definitely blow the Cowboys out. Because that's what the Niners did to them. Because they started fast. So I feel like the Bills can definitely look at that Niners game and be like, oh, if we do these things, we have it. If we do that, we have a chance. So I think the Bills find a way to win this game, but I'll take Dallas to cover. Next game, we have the Baltimore Ravens versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. Ravens are favored by 3.5. Obviously, this game can go either way, but some people could definitely pick in Jacksonville to win because Jacksonville's at home. But obviously, I'm going to go with the Ravens here. I like the Ravens in this game because Ravens, I feel like they're a better team. They have a better quarterback, better coach. I just kind of really like how the way they're playing right now on both sides of the ball, especially on offense. They're moving the ball really well. Defensively, they haven't been really great, especially against the run. But against the pass, they've been all right. But I just kind of really feel like that the Ravens defense against the Jags offense, I feel like the Jags offense is gonna struggle in this game. And especially, Trevor Lawrence, some games he kind of has good moments, some games he has bad moments. Because last week, he lost them the Browns that game because, he threw those 3 interceptions and, he didn't really play as good. And also, Jacksonville's defense has not been looking as good as it lately because, they definitely got exposed by Joe Flacco last week. And all of a sudden, offensively, they're not playing. I don't really know who's going to be able to move the ball because Christian Kirk is out due to an injury. So maybe the offense looks kind of different. Who knows? So I think that I think Jacksonville can do enough to move the ball against a Ravens defense. I think they can find a way to do that though. And I feel like Baltimore kind of really wants revenge from last year because, Jacksonville definitely beat them last year on a 2-point conversion. So basically, I think, the only way that Jacksonville can win this game is that if their defense can contain Lamar Jackson, force him into some bad throws, force him to beat you, and also force him to run the ball. Because that's what Lamar Jackson likes to do. He likes to run the ball. And Jacksonville, has been really bad against running quarterbacks. And Lamar Jackson is very capable at doing that. Like he's good with his legs outside of structure. So yeah, I think the Ravens should win this game. I'm gonna say like 30-24, something like that. So yeah, I think they keep it closer than last time. But I think with the Ravens secondary matching, I feel like they can match up well with the Jags. I think Humphrey versus Ridley is a good matchup. And then you got Kyle Hamilton. If he plays, it could be him versus Evan Ingram. So that'll be a good matchup to watch. But Jacksonville could be dealing with some injuries on defense, which that's the problem. And the reason why that I think another reason why I think Baltimore is going to win and cover this game because I think that because of the injury of the Jacksonville's defense, like Tyson Campbell, we don't know if he's playing this game. If he plays this game, I think Jacksonville defense can definitely get the Ravens offense a lot of problems. So Andre Sisco is out. Now, they have so many injuries on defense because Andre Sisco is out. Tyson Campbell is out. I mean, the pass rush is kind of okay, though. They're not dealing with some injuries on the defensive front, but I feel like that the Jacksonville has injuries to their secondary, which caused them to lose these games. I think it's causing the Jaguars to like lose some games because of the injuries to their defense. And I feel like the middle of the field is going to be open, though. I feel like Lamar Jackson is going to make some big time throws, and especially guys are going to be wide open like Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely, and these other guys. They're getting more players involved, and OBJ is probably going to be open in this game. Like those guys are going to go off. So yeah, that's why I like the Ravens to win this game. I like take them both ways. I take the Ravens to win and cover. So yeah. So I feel like that's a team that could be fighting for that number one seed. And then last game we have the Philadelphia Eagles versus Seattle Seahawks. Philly's fair at -3.5. Give me Seattle with the points because I think Seattle has a chance to keep this close. But I feel like if Geno Smith plays, I think Seattle covers. But if he doesn't play, I think the Eagles win and cover. Because last week, Geno didn't play last week. It was Drew Lock. So basically, I think Geno is going to play this game. That's why I think Geno will play in this game. But I'm not for sure if he will. But that's the answer, though. And another concern to the Eagles is that Slade won't play in this game because literally, though, I had a notification saying that he underwent knee surgery. So that's going to be a factor. So I feel like the Eagles secondary could be a little bit shaky due to Slade not being in the lineup. So because without Slay, I don't think nobody's going to be able to cover DK Metcalf. So yeah, because I feel like versus the Cowboys, DK Metcalf kind of had a good day. So yeah. So I expect the Eagles, to move the ball in this game because they haven't run the ball effectively in this game, especially their defense has not been playing really well as of lately. And the reason why the Eagles, got shut out against the Cowboys and Niners for the past 2 weeks is because of, offensively they couldn't move the ball, defensively they didn't play as good. So that's pretty much the reason why. But I like them to keep this game close though because I think the Seahawks offense is gonna find a way to move the ball against the Eagles defense that hasn't been playing really good. Now the Eagles run defense is good, but I don't think it's that great. The pass defense has been concerning. It has been really great as of lately. So I expect the Eagles to move the ball in this game. And Seattle's defense has not been playing really good. I mean, their pass defense has not been playing really good. I expect to see the Eagles defense to throw the ball at them. And AJ Brown, Devonta Smith are very uncovered. I expect them to get open. So yeah. And then, Dallas Goedert in the line. Those guys are going to be open a lot. So I expect the Eagles offense to go off in this game. Now I understand that some people could definitely pick the Seahawks because I was definitely going towards Seattle though to win this game because the Eagles haven't proven to me they can beat the Seahawks. Now I know that's a team that Pete Carroll truly owns because I know he owns the Eagles and he plays the Eagles offense really well. But I feel like this is a different Eagles team because the Eagles have a lot of talent though. And especially they have Jalen Hurts as a running quarterback. And I feel like Seattle, sometimes they're bad against running quarterbacks. I feel like Jalen Hurts can use his legs to scramble and make some plays if guys are not getting open. I feel like guys can definitely get open in this game. So yeah. So I know this game's in Seattle, but I'm gonna take the Eagles to win this game straight up because I think the Eagles are a more complete team. They have a better quarterback. And I just kind of really feel like that the Seahawks might not have answers for A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, and Dallas Goedert. Like, those guys are going to go off in these games, and the Eagles' offense might be tough to stop. I expect them to score some points in this game. So I'm going to take the Eagles to win this game 27-20, something like that, or 27-23. So, yeah. So give me the Eagles, or like 23-20, something like that. Maybe like more like a lower scoring game. So give me the Seahawks with the points, but give me the Eagles to win the game straight up. Because I feel like if the Eagles win out, I feel like they could definitely have a chance to get that top seed. Like, they have a chance to clinch the division. Because I feel like they need this win so badly if they want to clinch the division. So, yeah. Well, those are my Week 15 picks for this week. Thank you guys for watching. And don't forget, if you disagree with me, just let me know in the comments section below what you guys think. Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think I'm crazy? Do you think I'm an idiot? Just let me know in the comments section below who you got winning Week 15. Well, this is Emmanuel Jones from Big Fan. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to put a thumbs up to like the video and like and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget. So, yeah. Well, thank you guys for watching this video. See you guys later. Peace.